Okay, this is my Project 9 demo, reading an IMU using an Arduino over the I2C interface, and then transmitting that data to a Raspberry Pi over the serial UART, and then going ahead and getting the data from the Raspberry Pi to a host PC, in this case a laptop running Linux, over Bluetooth. One thing to notice, camera's busted right now, so I can't really record the quadcopter. Uh, However, you'll still be able to see the IMU data on the terminals here. Uh, the left side is going to be the Raspberry Pi, and then the right side will be the host PC. Um, so go ahead and start by SSHing into the Pi. Okay. Um, so I've done this before. So the Bluetooth, the Raspberry Pi is like under my laptop's known devices. If you're doing this for the first time, you'll have to go into your Bluetooth preferences or settings and make sure that the laptop is visible, so that way the Pi can connect to it. You can do that temporarily or always be visible. Up to you. One thing to note is I know that I've read some of the posts on the assignment that sometimes doesn't work with Windows or whatever it is. Not sure. I kind of didn't have any troubles with this, so this is a laptop. It's running Linux Mint. I can't remember what Linux Mint 22.2. So that's if you want to try it out at home. Besides that, yep, you'll have to make sure that your laptop is discoverable. On the Pi side, you'll go ahead and run Bluetooth control command, just sudo Bluetooth control. Here, if you're doing this for the first time, you can see that this is already like if I type device, oh, what is it to show? Oh, devices. If I type devices, you see here that it shows up as a known device. If you're doing it for the first time, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna uh, ensure that that your Pi is pairable, that it's discoverable, all that, just to eliminate any sort of issues. You're going to go ahead and you're going to start by scanning. Uh, it's a scan on. That's going to go ahead and scan for any nearby Bluetooth devices. Then you can go ahead. You'll see like a list of things start to pop up. In my case, it was a ThinkPad T480 with the hardware address here. You may see a couple depending on how many Bluetooth devices are nearby. Afterwards, you'll go ahead and you'll do pair, the command pair with the device address, right? Like that. I'm not gonna do it this time. I've already done it. Then after that, you're gonna go ahead and do a trust with the device address, and finally, you're gonna go ahead and do a connect with the device address, and that should establish a connection. As you're doing those commands on your laptop, it'll probably start to get some pop-ups of saying, "Hey, this is the Raspberry Pi is trying to connect to it. Do you want to allow? Just hit yes. If you want to give it access to whatever it may be, just say yes." That just make sure that things will run without hiccup. Um, so that's my biggest piece of advice. Now I'll go ahead and connect to my laptop. Connect 48A4 MAC address here. See if that's connect. All right, cool. We got a connected. We got the connection successful here, so all good. Now what we'll do is hit exit here, get out of that. Then we're going to go ahead and start by sourcing our virtual environment, because you do need, for the Python script that I've created, you do need the PySerial package or library. in order to get this to work. And that's done just by creating a virtual environment, doing a pip install PySerial. So now we'll go ahead and go to the script is located. Right, IMU finalized version here. Now it's going to be sitting here waiting for. It's saying waiting for a Bluetooth connection. The connection's already established, but you have to go in here on your host side laptop or your host laptop and enable the RF com. That's like gonna allow the 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 IMU data to come over Bluetooth serially. So that's just sudo RF com. I think it was, yeah, ACI 0. And then here we're gonna go ahead and get the hardware address of the um, shoot, there's no easy way to copy and paste that. I'm gonna go ahead and get the hardware address of the Raspberry Pi. That's this 2C CF number, or yeah, 2C CF 6797 9C1, then 1 just to say yes. Um, so run that. Says it connected, yay. This right here is some serial debug prints just to make sure that we're getting the IMU data. As you can see, um, it's coming out in this weird format. I'm guessing because I resized the terminal and it's just not happy with it. Anyways, then we come over here, and if you want to view the the data on the host side that's being received, we'll go to sudo dev and then rfcom. Do a cat on that. And there you'll see IMU data is coming in. And you'll see that it lines up on the left side and the right side. The right side's what's being received by the host PC. So yeah, that works as expected. I'm sure that you could eventually develop this to display this say on a web page a lot nicer or whatever it may be, but I decided to not muck around with the Wi-Fi for this time around and just really nail down this Bluetooth connection. Since I know that I guess it's caused trouble in the past. Overall, it was pretty straightforward, and yeah,